Hey everyone, this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and this is Tarot at 12. Welcome everyone. So glad to see all of you. I see a whole bunch of you in the chat. Big shout out. Night Reader Tarot is here moderating for me. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. If you guys were online just a little bit ago, you probably were at Night Reader's show. So if you were there, you probably saw me in the chat. I do moderating over there, so I'm glad for the crossover. So thank you. I want to say hello to a few people before we get started. I'm seeing some people coming in. Preeti Raj, hello. How are you? Alyssa, how are you doing? Patel family. Rajashri, sorry, I tripped on myself there. Tarot Magician, hi Renee, how are you doing? And Nav, how are you? Let us get going. I want to just give you guys a couple of reminders. These are free tarot readings. These are mini readings. If you are interested in digging in deeper or having an extended session, you can email me. My email is in the description there. We can arrange a time. I do these recorded, or we can be live over the internet together. So, totally up to you. Keep that in mind. And also, I want to remind you another thing. My moderators do repost questions for me. The reason for this is to make an effort to keep the show moving along. So just helps me identify questions more quickly. I do still select randomly. So don't be offended. Nobody is skipped. That's the whole idea of random. If you do not want to gamble on your luck of being selected randomly, you have the option to donate. Everybody has the option. Donations are in any amount, and that makes your question priority. So there you go. We have options. All right, guys, I'm super excited. Do you see what I have here? Woo, woo, woo. A brand new deck. One that I was not expecting. It was a gift. This, my friends, is the Steampunk Tarot. Another Barbara Moore deck. So it is beautiful. We're going to break it out today, I'm sure, so you will see it. I encourage you to go see my quick peek video if you're interested in seeing a little closer look at the cards. I just put it out this morning, so check it out. All righty. What have we got on the agenda? Let us find out. Happy Tuesday here in the U.S. It seems like a Monday because yesterday, Monday, was a holiday. We had Labor Day yesterday, so no work, barbecue, whatever, and coronavirus. That's kind of hard, but, we had my daughter came over, so that was nice. Okay, so let's get to business. Preeti Raj would like to know, what are Jajit's current feelings for me in love? Let us find out. We're going to use Tarot in Wonderland to find out. We'll see what the energy is looking like for Preeti and Jajit. Want to know what Jajit is feeling. Yeah, Jajit, come on. We are waiting for you to make a move, aren't we, Preeti? All right, let's see what's going on with Jajit. For any of you that are new here, I would like to welcome you, and I invite you to go ahead and hit subscribe. That way you'll stay connected. We're developing a nice little community here. Also, you'll get alerts. I do a lot of pop-up stuff, so in addition to my regular show, which is a scheduled time, obviously, you would be alerted when I pop up. Popping up. Excuse me. Wow. I keep having to cough and clear my throat. I better not be coming down with a cold. No corona. Don't worry. I don't go anywhere. There's no way I would get it right now. I doubt it very highly. All right. So what have we got going on here? All right. Well, we do have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands tells me that there are decisions to be made. It's kind of about being in a crossroads. It is sitting here right in between the World and the Hermit. Now, the world, this is a great card. This is sort of obviously the world, like the name implies. It can indicate the end of a journey, completion, kind of lesson learned kind of feel. And then on the other side here, we have our hermit. Now, our hermit is about solitude, kind of relying on yourself, self-reliant. That's where I'm seeing this. So what I'm seeing is Judgeit is still trying to figure it out. And right now, Judgeit is alone. Judgeit is wanting to be alone. I don't believe Judgeit is seeing anybody else. I have absolutely no indication here of that. So I'm feeling like, everything is potential here. Judgeit, I'm sure, knows that he could make you this could happen with you. I guess that's a better word to say, better way to put it. That this would be something that would be kind of almost like a done deal. Obviously, you have feelings, and I'm sure Judgeit has picked up on that. So, that could happen. But again, just kind of at a crossroads, not knowing what to do, enjoying being by himself. But still, there is work, to be done. This Three of Pentacles, that's all about paying attention to the details, working on your craft, showing it off to others, teaching others. So I have a feeling that Judgeit is really involved in work or a project. I'm just seeing a lot of solitary things going on. Well, this is work. Let's do an endgame card and see if we can get a read on the feelings. Okay, so let's find out. All right, so this is a foundation. Six of Wands is a foundation of happy celebration too, because it's getting somewhere. So what this is telling me is, while it is moving super slow, I can tell that this is a problem. Obviously, it would be for me too. It is still moving. It is still moving in that direction. But right now, Judgeit is just wanting to be alone and figuring it out. Look at Alice. She's looking away from the world. She's looking over here at being alone, focusing on work, right? You see that? All right, pretty Raj. I hope that Judgeit gets on the ball here. He's taking too long. I said that, right? Not the tarot. I'm saying that. All righty. Thank you for letting me read for you, dear. It is always a pleasure to have you here. All righty, let me just see what we've got. I'm hearing some buzzing, so let me check if I can get out of where I am. Nope, I do not. Okay, I just want to double check. Sometimes there are notifications that are ridiculous, like Facebook or, something that doesn't matter during my show. All right, Rajashri. When will I get a job, and how will the pay and work quality be? Ooh, this is a good one. Let's do Light Seers Tarot. Want to see when Rajashri can expect to be getting a job, and how will the pay and work quality be? We want good pay, good work quality, and we want a job. So we want a triple whammy here. A new job, great pay, and great work quality. That's what we want to see. Let's find out what we've got. I love the Light Seers. I told this story 1,000 times. I don't know why, but I was super resistant to it. I almost was like, nah, I'm not getting that deck. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I just felt that way. And then all of a sudden, it flipped. And I'm like, I gotta have it. I've gotta have it. And I did. And I did. Okay. So new job, how will the pay be, and how will the work quality be? All right. Well, we start off the spread here with Temperance. And Temperance is all about balance. It's about having enough. And, it's also, again, balance is great because what does that imply? Pay and work quality. Great balance. You need a good home work-life balance. Plus, you need to have the pay that will allow you to have that work-life balance. But here we do have the Hanged Man. What this is telling me is you might need to sacrifice some things to get the best that you can. Does that make sense? it doesn't imply here, this balance right here, it implies that there will be a balance between those things. However, this is telling me that you are going to need to look at it a little differently. You are maybe going to be rejecting some job offers that, you think are, obviously you have to consider money and things like that. What's the schedule? Who would I be working with? What's the travel? This is saying don't reject things just automatically. I'm seeing that this might be what's going to be happening. You might be sitting here, feeling like you're kind of not wanting to see things. You're bored. You're just not wanting to engage. Something might not look great on the surface, and you'd be blocking yourself off from it. You don't want that. You're trying to find the one that you've got everything. That's a great ambition, great goal. Obviously, we all want it to be everything. But there's something here that you need to remember to take a second look. You might be automatically rejecting something that actually might be good. Remember, we have temperance here. That's about having enough and a good balance. So it is there. You need to be smart about it, and you need to be looking at it from all different directions. Now, that doesn't mean sacrifice what you need, sacrifice, what you are wanting, or quality of life. I mean, all those things are super important, and you do need all, but just be careful not to just disregard things that you might be sorry about. Good luck. It was that 4-card spread, unless I declare it as a different timeline, to me, that is the nearer future as opposed to later future. So that, to me, I saw it happening. So I would say, I didn't address the when, so I'm addressing it now. I'm thinking that this would be in the nearer future rather than the extended future. Hope that helps. Alrighty, we have a donation. Thank you so much. And this donation is from, I never remember. I never connect things because my brain just doesn't want to. This is from TD on PayPal. I do believe you use your name, but in case you don't, there we go. You do. I thought you did, Tanya. My brain, who knows where it is. Okay. I'd like to know how Kay is feeling about me and when he will contact me next. By the way, your prediction came true last time I was here. Oh, that's great. And thank you for the feedback. I don't get feedback a lot, which I understand that, it's you're going along with your life or you just don't want to get into it. But thank you for the feedback. And oh my goodness, that's awesome. All right, so let's find out about Kay now. And thank you for your donation. Okay, let me see. What deck do we want to use? Do we want to break out our brand new... What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I was going to say I lost it. What? I haven't even used it and I lost it. Nope, I found it. Steampunk Tarot. Come on down. We're going to use the Steampunk. Tanya, you are my very first reading with this brand new deck. How exciting. Brand new. I mean, I of course was going around with it and getting to know it and all that good stuff, but I have not done a reading yet. So, all right. So I need to refocus. Sorry. Kay, how are you feeling about Tanya? When are you going to contact Tanya? When are you going to contact Tanya? Let's find out. And we're going to make some really good, build-up music. Dun, 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 dun. It's the new deck. Dun, 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 dun. It's the new deck. Dun, 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 dun. How's that? You like it? All right. So this deck, I love it, but I really don't like borders in general. Some are fancy and part of the design, and you just got to deal with it. But next time you see these, don't be surprised if they are snipped. Okay, you don't care about that. Let's get to the question. All right, how is Kay feeling about you, and when is he going to contact you next? Well, it looks like we've got some positive things here in terms of what is being felt. Look, we've got 2 pentacles here on the end. These are bookends. And inside, what have we got? We've got the 10 of Pentacles and we've got the Lovers. This is very positive. Now, the Lovers, obviously, as the name implies, would make sense, right? Two lovers. That sounds great. Well, this is more than just like a superficial love. This is more of a deeper thing. This is something that you can, feel that is more beyond, is beyond the let's hang out this weekend and we're in that cutesy honeymoon phase and I love you, stinky butt. No, you too, poopy pants. Yep. No, this is about the real stuff. This is about the stuff that matters. Okay, so I see this. Now here next to it, we have our 10 of Pentacles. And this is all about reaching the end of the journey where you have everything you need. So a family, money, security, the job, the dog, the swing set, whatever that looks like for you, this is what the feeling is. This is what's sandwiched in between our bookends. So this is at the core. Now on the ends, we have our Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of everyday life. So this is about, wealth, health, time, money, energy, the things that you do to get through your daily life. Any of those things would apply. So what have we got? We've got our 7 of Pentacles. Now, 7 of Pentacles is about hard work. It's about waiting for something to develop. Clearly, that's what we're doing, right? And then it's also about, though, knowing that it's going to come. So while there would be some impatience, perhaps, this is telling me that it is going to come. Now, that doesn't help you really, does it? It doesn't give you any kind of real timeline. Right now, this guy is sort of looking out into the nowhere, right? Looking out into nowhere. So I think what's going on is it's a little unknown, but things are brewing, things are growing, things are popping. So I see it coming. I just need to get a little bit better on the when. Let's see what we've got here. We have our Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is about the Knight of Pentacles. This is all about making things happen. Knights are all about action, important messages, and making things happen. So what I'm seeing here, notice he is walking right over here. He is, again, Knights are about action, but Pentacles are usually real thoughtful about it. Like, make a plan, let's evaluate what's going on, let's take our time, but they are moving and they're making things happen. So, I do see that things are coming. This is about, somebody who wants to make something and build something. All right, so we've got this running into each other. Awesome. This is the time, and it's taking a while, but it is moving. Think about it. When you plant a seed out in your garden, you water it, you put sun on it, all those great things. If you went out the next day and said, oh, forget it, I don't see anything growing, that would be ridiculous, right? And if you walked away and if you could see like a cross section of the earth and you might see that little seed just about ready to pop through the soil and you left. You see what I'm saying? So this is about things are growing, a seed is sprouting, but just got to be patient. Let's do an endgame card. I want to get a little better idea on when, because this is looking out into the nowhere. Okay, we're going to use the bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups. Okay, this is a little bit more about waiting. It's going to be a bit. I don't think it's not coming, though. I want to make sure that's clear. I just think you need to be patient. This is indicating you're a little bored. You're maybe going to be a little bored of waiting. Like, hey, man, what's going on, right? It's brewing. It's brewing. And you know what? Sometimes we have to think about it, too. I mean, you need to evaluate the situation in real time and be like, okay, does it make sense? If he's not reaching out, should I reach out? You got to play it by ear, of course, and use your intuition and use your better judgment about that. But you might want to think about that. That's the growing. That's the growing. All right. Well, good luck. That sounded really good, Tanya. Really good. Patience is like my worst thing. So, so I know it's hard for everyone, and that's hard, but that's what it looks like the tarot is suggesting, that you need to kind of have a little patience and keep moving forward. Thank you so much for your donation. All righty, let's get to another question. Oh, you're so welcome, Tanya. So welcome. Oh, hello, some new people here. I love Virgos. Hello, how are you? Luna Love, hello, and thank you for your subscription, both of you. Anybody else who's new here, I invite you to do like Luna Love and I Love Virgos did. Go ahead and hit subscribe. That way you're a part of the family and you'll get some notifications. When I do some cool stuff that's kind of unplanned, you'll get that notification and so forth. Well, anyway, welcome to the show. These are free live questions. I do select randomly. My moderators repost for me to help me identify questions faster, but I still pick randomly. Random is random, so that means it's luck of the draw. So there is no skipping. If you want to guarantee your reading, though, and be bumped to priority, you have the option to donate, which is in the description, and my moderators post my link often, so you can watch for their posts, and that would bump you to priority. Okay, so let us keep on moving. I try to say all those things in the beginning, but I realize people come into the show, sometimes after I've said that. They come in halfway or whatever. All right. Katu, I always say it wrong. Katu Divya, how are you? I think I said it right finally. Till when will my married life be stable and will get a job to support myself and family? Okay, so we want to know when you're going to be having a stable married life and a job to support yourself. So we're looking for a lot of stability here. Let's use Crow Tarot. We're looking for a lot of stability. We want to see what's going on. All right. Let me see here. When will my married life be stable? Get a job to support yourself and your family. Let's find out. Okay. I love this deck. I love them all, but this is one of my newer ones. I was gifted the steampunk today, or yesterday actually, so that was a nice surprise. And I just got that zombie tarot, so I felt like it was Christmas. Oh, I want to cut the border so bad, but I won't because of these. All right. So when will your married life be stable and get a job to support your family? Okay. Well, I have a feeling, you might be able to get back in touch with and connected again. I don't know. Are you married now and you're wondering? I'm assuming that's what your question is. And I'm assuming in your married life, you're having some instability. I'm seeing that calm down. I'm seeing some calming down of that. And this could indicate, intimacy and things like that. So, when you get wrapped up in the whole, making up is better than fighting, right? And we all know what the makeup means. Well, so that might be what this is. That making up phase and feeling good about things and kind of like that renewed energy. We've got the Knight of Wands right here running, taking that and going with it. So that means, you're going to want to be able to, push that forward, keep going with that feeling, which makes a lot of sense. And this is saying, let's run with it. But what these are saying, look at that. We've got 2 swords. We've got the 8 and the 7. Obviously, that's, like that. But in this spread that I laid out, it's that way. What this is looking like here, this is being kind of trapped by thoughts, feeling like you can't escape, just not knowing where to go. Whatever's not being addressed, you can't just put a Band-Aid on things. If you don't, like if you had a cut on your finger and you were out in the garden and you were gardening and you cut yourself accidentally and there's dirt on you, blood in your cut, you go in the house, and you put a Band-Aid on it. Well, if you didn't wash it and get the dirt out, what is that doing? Trapping more dirt and crap in that cut, right? Same thing with like relationships. You cannot put a Band-Aid on a dirty cut, and you can't put a a Band-Aid on an unresolved relationship. If you have things to talk about, things that you need to work out, that's what's important, because if you don't, that's not going to be successful. That's not going to work at all. The Seven of Swords is all about kind of things falling apart and just not working, sabotage, just not working. And here we've got our Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is kind of about, a no-win situation kind of thing. So this is really telling me you need to work on this. You can't just, take the lovey feeling and then be like, let's go, because this is what's going to happen. You need to work on whatever it was. So this is telling me about your married life and how to get it stable. I'm not seeing anything here about your work, but let's do an endgame card and see if we can piggyback on the energy there, okay? So I'm going to pull the bottom of the deck. Let's find out about work, job, sport, family. What's going on? When are you going to do that? Ooh, okay. Well, we have the Nine of Cups. This is about success. You're going to be successful finding that job. You will be able to do that. That will happen. Don't worry about that. I think, obviously, use your head and, plan and do what you need to do. But be going into it kind of with a sense of relief, because the Nine of Cups, that's all about success. That's all about having enough and being willing to share with others. Who are you going to share with? Your children, your family. So this looks good. Because I didn't identify a longer time span, this is the shorter term. This is the shorter term, unless I distinctly say in my mind when I'm focusing the question something different, it's the short term in a mini read. So not too long, it looks like. Good luck with the marriage too. I know that's rough. It's hard, and there's love there, and there's history there, and there's anger there. I mean, there's everything there. So trust me, I know. I've been married. This is my third husband and my final husband. We are in our 50s, and we finally found the right formula. So now we are happy. But again, there's always, it's always sad. It's always kind of like the death of a relationship. You don't want that to happen. Okay, we already got that one. Sorry about that. I already picked that question. So let's get another one. Patel family, hello. How will this week go for me? Ooh, let's find out. We're going to use Anna Kay. We want to know how the week is going to go for Patel family. We're going to use Anna Kay. If I didn't say it, I think I did say that. Anna Kay, Anna Kay, Anna Kay. I'm in a singing mood today. I don't know why. Especially considering I can't sing. Okay, let's find out. How is the week going to go for Patel family? Let's find out. Flippity-doo-dah. There we go. All right. Well, we've got some things happening. All right. So here, this is the Nine of Swords. This is a little bit about some overthinking and kind of being bogged down by some thoughts. Anxiety, sleepless nights, that kind of a thing. So you might be seeing something that's going to make you kind of, be stuck and overthinking it and kind of beating yourself up sort of thing. So I do see that is there. But good news, we have the Fool. And look at the Fool's running right over to say, what can I do to help you? This is a new beginning. This is a new opportunity to just kind of make things, turn the page. That's the word. Turn the page. So whatever this is, you'll be able to turn the page and start on something else, something that is new. Now here we have our Two of Rods, which is Wands. This is kind of about being, obviously look at him. He's sitting there trying to decide which way to go. But the way it looks like in this spread, you had some moments of overthinking. You've decided to do something different. It's kind of going to make you decide. You're going to have something to decide about. Well, do I want to do it this way or that way? Do I want to go with A or B? Sometimes it's an internal thing. Like, do you want to feel like crap? Do you want to feel like this? Or do you want to feel like the optimistic new person going out? We have a choice, guys. We're human. So things happen and we react to them. However, we have a choice about what we want to think about, what we want to feel. We can do that. We're the boss of our brain, just so you know. Think about it. Okay. So it looks like there's going to be some internal thinking too. You know, which one are you going for? Are you going to be depressed or are you going to be happy? Regardless of what it is that the choice is or what kind of the crossroads feeling is, I see things moving. I see things taking off. Look at this chariot in this particular deck. He's like, wow, flying. He's got like the fire or, marks from the tires doing a burnout. He is going. So, whatever it is, whatever you're working on, I do see positive things happening. I think at the end of the week, you're going to be seeing some movement. You're going to feel in control. You're going to feel like you've got this all together. So I don't think this is a horrible thing like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a terrible week. I just think you might have some time where you're going to need to be thinking about some things, which direction to go, choose how you want to feel about it. But you're going to be successful. Look at all that sunshine. Look at all that yellow and orange. You're going to do great. It's going to be a good week. I think it's going to be a good week. Look inside. Look within. All righty. I hope that helped. And I hope you do have a great week. All righty. We've got a donation. This is from Aqualeo. Thank you so much, Aqualeo. Let's get to your question. Here we go. Okay. My female manager is quite tough on me. Why is this? Will they want me to stay working with them? Okay, so let us find out. What should we use? We're going to use today's journey. That's the perfect deck. Yep. That's what we're using. All right. So, female manager is quite tough on you. Why? Why is this manager doing this? Is this an indication that they're not wanting you to stay? The female manager. Okay. Let's find out. Whoops. I keep doing that. It's like I need to raise it because it's like totally in my way. But if I do, you guys won't be able to see the cards very well. See? So I will sacrifice my comfort for you. No, I'm just kidding. Well, yeah. But of course I want you to see the cards. That's the whole part of the show, right? The cards are the star of the show. All righty. I think things are good, honey. I really do. We've got our 10 of water. This is the 10 of cups. This is the happy conclusion to everything is falling into place. Everything is happy. This is about emotions. So I think at this point is where these emotions you're having, where you're concerned, where you're not sure, and the emotions that your manager is making you, kind of eliciting in you, being tough on you, that makes you feel, self-conscious or second guessing yourself. You know what? This is saying you can walk forward with your head held high. Doesn't mean it's good to have somebody being tough on you. I mean, that's hard. But guess what? It's the same old cliche. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And that's exactly what I'm getting from this. And as somebody who's been a manager, and somebody who's worked for a bazillion managers, I can say usually when they're tough on you, it's because they think you have potential. It is. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was a recruiter, I was like one of the top ones on my team. I always had, plenty and far and above what my goals were and my quotas and so forth. Well, every week you had to have a meeting with your manager and you had to be coached, and told they would review your calls and blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, I was hugely successful, doing great. I was a mentor for other people, teaching them how to do it. And my manager sat there listening to my call, that was a successful call, by the way, anyway, and said, well, you should say this differently, or maybe you want to say it this way instead of that way. And I remember thinking, are you kidding me? So I talked to my mom. My mom is super wise. And she said, that's their job. Their job is to coach you. They have to find something to coach you on, right? So I digress, but the story was important. It pulled into this. It's probably because that your boss thinks you're doing well. Seriously. All right. So then what have we got here? This is the Hierophant. This is all about education. This is about needing to learn more. Look what's next to it. Manifestation. Look at he's literally writing on a chalkboard. This is about learning, honey. This is your boss thinking you're going to be doing well. And I think your boss has the intuition that says, you know what, this person is doing well. Just like that little kid on the playground, you go crying home, oh, Johnny was punching me. And your mom says, that's because Johnny likes you. And you're like, no, it isn't. Yes, it is. It's the same thing with the boss. It's the same thing. I think you're doing awesome. And obviously you're dedicated. Obviously you care, or you wouldn't be asking the questions and thinking about it and trying to get on track. It looks great, honey. You're looking good. Looking good. All righty. Well, thank you for your donation, my dear. And let's get back up here. I am going to select a question. All righty. Sanal, how are you? Will I be married to my long-distance Taurus friend, SM? Deep connection. Okay. We are going to use, what are we going to use? We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot. We need a little magic for long distance, right? Long distance. We need to be like in Star Trek where you could teleport. Beam me up. I love Star Trek. Okay. Long distance, Taurus, SM. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on, Sanal. Sanal. I think I said Sonali before. I'm so sorry. I try, you guys, to pronounce things correctly, but I kind of fail a lot on that front. All righty. Let us see what we've got. Long distance friend, will you be married to your long distance Taurus? Oh wow, we've got two kings. Ooh, and we have our Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is telling me that there's a new opportunity for love, meaning this is in the equation. This is the Ten of Swords. This is you being long distance. It is draining. It is making you feel depleted. Obviously, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, we can all kind of put two and two together and use our common sense and know how hard that would be. But again, that's still here. This is not canceling out the love and the spark. It's just kind of wearing on the two of you. I'm sure equally. Then what have we got next? We've got our King of Cups. Now, this is about somebody who is very empathetic. The king they're always focused on the big picture. This is somebody who's helpful, somebody who is intelligence, charm. Okay, well, what does our other king do? Our King of Wands. This king is a self-reliant person, very optimistic. So what are you hearing here? It almost sounds like where this one lacks, this one has it. So it's together a perfect whole, right? Because what this king does not have, this king does have, and vice versa. These are two strong personalities. So this implies to me that this would be you and your long distance Taurus. These are telling me that you guys do make a whole. You do complement each other. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. But this is dragging you down. This is the long distance part. I see the deep connection. I totally see it. Now let's do an endgame card and let's try to get a little better of a yes or no feel for getting married. Okay, let's find out. Okay, Four of Wands. Guess what that is? The foundation of a happy life, a happy project, a happy home, a happy relationship. happy, whatever you want to insert there, foundation of happiness, building that home together, growing together. So yeah, so I'm saying this looks really good. The cards are suggesting that you guys are really a nice coupling. You guys complement each other. You make each other whole. That's exactly what we're all trying to do, or we should be. That's exactly what makes a good relationship. Ooh, that's good, Sanal. Good luck. I've had a long distance relationship too. I've had a little bit of everything, guys. I'm like one of those people. I've done a lot of things, a little bit of everything. So I'm not a master of everything, but I know a little bit about everything. All right. So now we have another donation. This is from Ross Ad. Thank you so much, Ross Ad. Let us find your question. Now, if any of you would like to do what Ross has just done, Ross Ad has dropped a donation, which makes her question priority. Priority questions get answered first, and they are guaranteed. Even if it's the end of the show, I stay over. So keep that in mind. That option is available to all of you. Otherwise, I do select randomly. So, all righty, Ross. I'm not seeing your question, so let us see if you wrote it in the comments. Nope. So if you want to go ahead and pop your question down there at the bottom of the chat, I will get it up right away. And I'm going to say hello to a few people. Brown Eyes, hi, how are you? Welcome to the show. Sanal Aurora, nice to see you. Yeah, look at you. Uh-huh. That was you I was just reading for, and that's why I'm like, your name sounds so familiar. I'm saying hello, and I literally just talked to you. I'm sorry. Anyway, so let us go. I see the question has been posted. Thank you, Night Reader. I had the idea to create a YouTube channel. Could it work? Ooh, Ross Ad, how exciting. Yes, it could work. You never know until you try, right? Let's use Druidcraft and see what the tarot has to say. You have the idea of a YouTube channel, and could it work? Let us find out. Let us find out. Yeah, guys, Night Reader is one of my moderators, and he reposts things so that I can find them more easily. Not because I don't want to read, but I'm very sensitive to you guys. I don't want you sitting, listening to me scroll forever. That's not a fun show. So it just made sense to get things done a little faster. So that is why. Okay. Create the YouTube channel for Ross, and will it be successful? Let's see what the cards say. Denise, me, I say, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Let's find out what the cards say, though. Okay. All right. I think the cards are saying, yeah, you should do it. This is something that you can be successful. The Four of Wands. This is a foundation. If you were listening to the last reading, we were talking about a foundation in marriage or a relationship, a job, a foundation. Now, depending on what the question is, insert item here. We're talking about a YouTube channel in this case, the foundation. What this is telling me leading up to the foundation, which is the success. So keep in mind, the answer is, yeah, it could work. Here we've got our Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, that's always something that's kind of talking about one-upping somebody, defeating somebody. So what this is saying is you might have some competition. So you might have some competition with this channel. We also have the Princess of Wands, which is the Page. This is all about new information, new things that are coming. Now, Wands, this is all about growth and effort. Well, this card is all about inspired ideas, potential, jumping right in. Exactly what I was saying. So that is there. So the jumping right in, the foundation is good. But we got these two outstanding cards, these two outliers. I already explained that one. You might have some competition, but this is going to cause you some time to say, all right, I'm overburdened. There's a lot of things that you have to do. Nothing is unattainable. Nothing is so earth-shatteringly hard. But when you're new at it, you just don't know. So in the very beginning, it's about, okay, how do I upload, or what do I do here? And then after you get comfortable with that, you figure out, okay, well, how do I market this? Or how do I get more viewers? You see, how do I make a better looking thumbnail for my intro screen? Stuff like that. So you develop. So you've got to make sure that this is not something that you're going to let overwhelm you, because it's not hard. It's all part of the process. There are growing pains. So let me see here. I'm seeing that you're commenting here. So, okay. So you're wanting to help people and do things for people that feel lonely. Now, what an admirable thing to do. Oh, I love it. Well, you might have some competition. I don't know that from my own experience. I just am saying that because of the card. And this could also be partly why this is coming here. It might be a little taxing on you. It might be upsetting having to, because you do care, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to do this. So you might be finding that this is a little bit taxing, or it's a little bit depressing, for lack of a better word. But wow, these two are saying, yeah, you should do it. You should do it. Now let's do an endgame card. I want to see what the people are going to think. This is about success. I think obviously the people must think it's great if it's successful. Obviously they do. But let's find out a little more. Let's get a little more clarity on how this helps people. Rebirth. Oh my gosh. Ross, you're going to help these people to feel reborn, like they have a new lease on life, like they have a second chance, like they have, the ability to do something. Holy cannoli, that's good. That's really good. So yeah, you'll be helping people. You're going to be successful. Watch out. You might be having trouble with feeling depressed or overwhelmed with the setup or the people you're speaking to. Their stories make you upset. And I think you might have a little competition. So that's okay, though. Competition is good. That means your information or your assistance is in demand. Although if it wasn't, nobody else would be doing it, right? If you didn't have competition, that means nobody's doing it. It means it's not a viable idea. So, oh, Ross, that looks really good. And what a wonderful, noble thing to do. I wish you the best of luck. And I want to hear about it. I'm hoping you'll share. And, if I can be of any help too, I haven't had my channel for too long. I think July 1st. So I've learned a lot of things, and, I'd be happy to share with you, honey. So keep in touch. My email's in my description. I tell everybody that. I'll remind you all. Private readings, communication of any kind, send me an email. All righty. Well, good luck, and thank you for the donation. All right. Let's get to some more questions here. What have we got? Astha would like to know, what is coming next in love for me? Someone new. Ooh, okay. Let us use the Zombie Tarot. We want to use the Zombie Tarot. We meaning me. So... So I hope you like it. All right. So, Astha, what is coming next in love for Astha? Is there somebody new coming? Is there somebody new coming? Okay, let's find out with our Zombie Tarot. Until they still feel so new because they're, not all bent or anything from shuffling or worn out. Yeah, my other deck, I got the what's it called? Steampunk Tarot. That was a nice surprise I didn't expect, and I love it. It was on my wish list, and it was gifted to me. So nice surprise, and thank you. I'm going to keep that kind of to myself right now, but thank you again if you're listening. Okay, so what have we got coming in love? Look how cool these cards are, first of all. All right, we've got our Four of Pentacles. This is about somebody kind of holding in close, keeping things together. This is somebody who is, stingy is not a right word, but, keeping things close, afraid to let go. So let's see what else is there to see how that ties into your question. The Empress. This is about growing an idea. This is about nurturing something. This is facing this idea. So I'm wondering, something is clearly coming through about something that needs to be held close. Let's find out what's going on. We've got death here. Death, by the way, guys, death does not mean dying. Nobody's dying. Death means the death of a chapter, the death of a situation, the death of something, and moving on to something else. So next after that, we have our 8 of hazards, which is our 8 of pentacles. Now, this is about hard work. So what is this? This doesn't even seem very lovely to me. Let's find out what's going on. Something here is ending. This is the death. This is ending. So feeling like, I think what's going on here is it sounds like you've been trying to make something work with somebody and it's just not working. Whether that's revisiting an old boyfriend, girlfriend, whether that's about, trying in the same places and looking, in the same places. You've been trying to make things happen that are not happening. And so that means you need to think of a new way to do it, or not a new person, right? So again, I don't know if you're going back and forth or if you're just relying on your memory and expecting it to be a certain way, but that's not working. So you got to put that away. Goodbye. So we don't want that old way. We're getting that out of there. Then we've got our 8 of hazards. This is the 8 of pentacles, like I said, and this is about work. This is about paying attention to the details. This is kind of about heads down, really, paying attention to the details. I don't even know how else to say that. So why does that show up? Well, it sounds to me like perhaps you might be meeting somebody at work. Do you have a job that you're at that you would maybe come across somebody? If you're at home and you're not currently out at work, this could be something you're working on a committee, a club, working on a project, having work done at your house, things like that. It could be something like that happening. So, keep your eyes open. This card is typically of a guy who's sitting kind of chiseling away at pentacles. He's not looking at anything. He's looking at his pentacles. He doesn't want to see anything else. So what this is saying to me is, don't forget to look around and see who you might not be noticing. Don't put your head down and not be, paying attention, because it sounds like it might be somebody. If you're not paying attention, you might not realize if you're so focused on something else. We can't focus on 2 things at once. It's just not possible. I don't care what anybody says. All righty. Well, that sounds really good. Well, good luck with that. Good luck. Yeah, just shake it up. Don't try to keep going back to what the exes or the way you used to do things. That's all gone. Put that away. All righty. So let us see what we have next. We are almost at the end of the show. I just wanted to remind you, I'm going to keep selecting questions. But I do like to try to wrap it up right at the end of the hour. I will stay for any priority readings, though. So if you want to move your question to priority, please go ahead and use my link or let me know. Ask the night reader how to do it. Definitely get you hooked up here. So don't worry. All right, my friends, let's get another question. Patsy Arnold would like to know, hello. Are there new things coming my way love-wise? Okay, so we want to know love. We're looking at love. What do I want to do? I'm going to use the Deviant Moon. I haven't used that all day. All right, so Deviant Moon, Patsy Arnold. Are there new things coming my way in love? For Patsy, are there new things coming for Patsy in love? Okay, let's find out. What's going on with Patsy? For any of you that are not already subscribed, please hit subscribe. I'd love to stay connected And I'd love you to know about some of those other cool things. I do have a question to ask you guys. I want to put it to a vote. I want to do something and I want to see what you think. But right now I'm going to focus on Patsy's question and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Okay, what's coming up for you in love? What? Look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. Woo, woo. These are coming. Ace of Cups, that's a new opportunity for love. Something's coming. Something's coming. This is about, whoops, that's the Page of Cups. This is, again, Cups, love, Page, new messages. Something's coming. You are getting something coming in. And this, again, is the short term. So it looks like it won't be long. It will be sooner rather than later. Okay, so we also have the Emperor. This is somebody who represents making order out of chaos, putting things back in their place. This is a leader. So making order out of chaos. Well, I'm not suggesting that you're in chaos because you don't have a new love right now. That's ridiculous. And our lives are not defined by who we love or who loves us, right? But it is an important part of our lives. So when this says, when I say about calming the chaos, I mean, calming things that, you might have been struggling. You might be, obviously, you're wondering about a new love, like you want a new love, right? Well, this is going to kind of put all that to bed, put everything in place. Do you see what I'm saying? So this here, we have our Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles, this is about giving. This is about taking. This is about, making sure that there's always enough for everybody. So what I'm seeing is I'm wondering if you're just kind of going to have this new kind of found, I don't know if it's a social thing or perhaps it's a bunch of people that you're kind of interested in, that you're going to be like, oh, I'm not seeing, the choice card, which would have been the Seven of Cups. That would be more strongly related to choices. But this is also something that's coming in for me. You're going to be having some people that you are working with. You're trying to see, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. You're going to have some people to consider. But this is coming. Look at that. That is coming your way, Patsy. Real strong. Real strong. See who it is that you might be working with. By working, I mean helping others. Somebody's helping you. Something like that. Take a look around. Maybe there's somebody there that you didn't realize. Could be. Could be. All right. Good luck. All righty. I have a donation. Let me see. Thank you so much. This donation is from PayPal initials AS. So let me scroll to the bottom and see if I can find that. AS. All righty. I see. Oh no, I'm going to sing again. Oh man. All right, let me just back out of here. I'm looking at, I have two donations that just came in from initials BB and from initials BB and AS. Okay, Dragonfire, which one are you? Okay, so you're AS. Thank you, my dear. That is exactly what I was wanting to know because I had two come in at the same time. All right, Dragonfire, thank you so much for your donation. And let's find out what your question is. And Tanya BB is you. Thank you. And you guys, you might have told me last time and I didn't remember. Please know I have a horrible memory. I literally do. My daughter, she's 25 now, but when she was about 8, she asked me if I have dementia because I am always forgetting things. And I do not have dementia. So anyway, yes, the zombie tarot, isn't it the best? Okay, so Dragonfire. Dragonfire. I don't see your question here, honey. Dragonfire, where is your question? I'm not seeing it, but I do see AS. Thank you so much, Anshu. Hello, and thank you for your donation. I want general reading for my career. Okay. I will use the Arcanum Tarot. We want to see what's coming for Anshu, career and work. Okay, we want a general career reading for Anshu. What is coming? Okay, let's find out with the Arcanum. This was another gift deck that was gifted to me. So I have quite a nice bunch of friends and connections, don't I? What am I doing? I'm like losing myself. Okay. Yeah, these cards, I love them, but they're super shiny. Like, look at, they're super shiny. And I have just regular lighting. I don't have studio lighting, so it kind of glares anyway. Okay, so general reading for your career. Let us see what is going on. Well, we have 2 swords. We have 2 swords. Now, swords is the suit of thoughts and ideas. This is the suit of communication and truth. So I'm not sure what kind of job you're in. I'm not sure if, you have a job in communications, perhaps. Lots of communication going on. But it also stands for truth. So sorting things out. Now, the reason I keep bringing that up, because look what's going on in these cards. 10 of Swords. This is about being like kind of overthinking and being just depleted by it, being exhausted. Again, you might have a lot of people, giving you ideas, talking to you, things like that. You might work in communications. I'm not sure. But I feel like, you're just kind of feeling bogged down. And it's making you feel depleted, clearly. So what you need to do, the tarot is telling you right here, you need to look at things differently. Now, if you are employed, I'm feeling like you're just getting bombarded by things. If you're not employed, I feel like you're also being bombarded. Bombarded by what? Bombarded by the different opportunities, applying for things. It's like a job. Applying for a job is a job. I mean, seriously. So, you're just feeling like, okay, I talked to these people. I interviewed with these people. I'm just having too much. So, this is what I'm seeing. And you need to look at it a little differently. You need to see it from a different direction. Now, the Hanged Man also shows a turning point, kind of like things are changing. So this is telling me that things are going to really change for you. Here, I didn't even address this one. We've got the 5 of Cups. Now, the 5 of Cups is kind of about one-upping somebody. I'm really getting the feeling that you're looking for a job. This is about competition. This is about trying to win. This is about being bombarded. This is about feeling depleted. This is about a lot of ideas and thoughts and communication just making you brought down. But then we have our Hanged Man, which is all about a turning point in a situation. And then we've got our 8 of Swords. Now, why is our 8 of Swords here? This is about somebody who feels like a victim. So, Anshu, what I want to ask you is, are you struggling, being unemployed? I'm not even sure if you're unemployed, but I'm getting that. I mean, this is kind of what I'm seeing. So don't play the victim. Don't be like, poor me, or, oh no, nobody calls me back, or, oh geez, there are no good jobs. You have feelings. You're a human being, so you have emotions, of course. But you have to remember, if you walk around thinking about everything that's bad and not working, you're going to find more. You're going to find more. Think about it. If you get a red car, all of a sudden, what do you see? Everybody has a red car, right? Well, not really, but you're just noticing it now, right? So if you walk around thinking everything's terrible and I just can't, you're going to start noticing everything that's terrible, everything. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is asking you to have a different direction or a different thought, take a different look, move into that next thing. It's a turning point. This is a turning point. And don't be the victim. Don't be the victim. This is the overwhelmment. This is kind of where you're feeling what you're doing now. So, yeah. So this is what I'm seeing. Yeah, again, the strong advice here, though, is don't play the victim in your own mind. I mean, I know you're not doing that to other people or, for attention or anything like that. I'm talking about in your own mind. Does that make sense? All righty. Well, good luck with that. That sounds good. Some real solid advice. I love it when the readings have solid advice. I mean, there are some readings I walk away going, well, what did that really tell me? But then there are others that you have a real solid advice, stuff you can really hang your hat on, That was one of those. Thank you again for your donation. All righty. So now we also have BB, a donation from BB. Let me scroll back up. The things kind of bumped down and stuff. BB. Oh, that's you. That's Dragonfire. Dragonfire. I love your name. I wonder if I'll get a good paying commercial job or a regular job within 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks. We want a job and hoping it's the commercial job. Got it. All right, let's find out. We are going to use the classic Llewellyn. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this a little bit different. Well, actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it with my 4 cards. Okay. Good paying job, commercial job, or a regular job for Dragonfire. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay. Let's find out. Let us find out. Okay, 2 weeks. We want either a regular job or a commercial job, a good paying commercial job for Dragonfire. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Yeah. It's going great. It's going to be great. I mean, look at the cards. We've got judgment. This is about having like a resurrection. This is about being called up and being risen up. This is telling me the commercial job that you're wanting, that's where it is. We've got our emperor, the emperor. This is somebody who is a leader. There's control and, puts everything in its place and makes sure that everything's running smoothly. A job. 10 of Cups. This is about, this is the happy ending. This is literally the happy ending. It is the 10. It is the last one in the suit other than the court cards. So the 10s always symbolize completion, end of a cycle, achievement. Wow, this looks really, really good. So yeah, and I'm wondering, the commercial job is in there because if I'm seeing this judgment card, that's making me think that. Judgment is all about acceptance. It's all about responsibility. It's all about karma. So what does that mean? It means accepting what you've done. I mean, obviously, you know what karma means. And karma, in terms of a job, would mean the work that you've been doing. Now, obviously, a commercial job, I'm not sure what's all involved, things like that. But if you're looking for a good paying commercial job, you'd be relying on some things that you'd already done in the past, or some knowledge you have, or a skill set that you're going to be able to put to good use. So this is why I'm thinking. Now here, with our 9 of Wands. Now, the 9 of Wands, this is about completing tasks. It is. Look at, he's got all of his wands there. Growth and effort, working hard, completed all of those, right? But look at him. He's sitting there. I mean, he looks kind of beat up. He's got another wand too. So he's still working. So the 9 of Wands, it's about completing tasks, but it's also about having willpower, persistence. Look at, he's balanced. He's ready to stand there. Looks like he's been there a long time. Now, I'm not saying it's going to take you a long time, but what this is saying, is there any additional follow-up you could be doing for this good paying commercial job? Are you actually interviewing? I would hope so, because within 2 weeks, I said in my question and when I focused 2 weeks, so this is in the 2 weeks, I would assume you are already hot on the trail of a interview or something. So what this is telling me is make sure you protect the work you've done. Don't just go to the interview and walk away and go, yeah, that was great. No, because you still didn't finish. You need to send an email and go, thank you for your time. I'm really looking forward to hearing the next steps. Whatever. So you need to follow through. You need to not just be complacent once you feel like you've done everything. See what else you can do. There's another thing. We're never done. So once you feel like you've done everything, find something else that you can do. It's exactly what that is saying to me. Exactly. Woo! That was a good one. When I flipped over those cards, I was like, oh my goodness. That's a good one, Dragonfire. Good luck. Okay. So here I'm seeing some feedback from you. Well, first, Night Reader. Yes, I can remember my daughter's name sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, she asked me if I had dementia when she was like 8. And I don't even know if she knew what dementia meant. I'm like, no, I don't have dementia. So some feedback from Dragonfire. You said no to a casino commercial because you're against those kinds of things. See, so you know what? That's standing your ground right there with that 9 of Wands. Do you see? That's exactly what that was. It's exactly what that was. And you're standing your ground based on your principles. Exactly. That's exactly what it was, my friend. But I'm seeing the happiness. I'm seeing things coming. I'm seeing it. All right, so let us go. We have a couple more donations. I'm sorry, I got real into that. All right, we've got our Dragonfire. I got you. All right, we got that one. Tanya, where is your question, my dear? All right. Why am I not seeing it? Tanya Luke. Tanya Luke. I'm not seeing your question, huh? Night Reader. Oh, here we go. I found it. I was going to see if Night Reader had it. And he does. I just didn't see it down there. Sometimes, you guys, when I'm scrolling through, that's why a Night Reader is real helpful for me, because it's hard for me to sift through and read it all. And, sometimes when I'm trying to get a question or a donation, I need some help, like a flag, like, looky here. All right. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's get to your question. I wanted to know if you could give me any information on the next person I'll have a significant relationship that will lead to marriage. Okay, so we want to know, we're looking at characteristics. I'm not able to get really anything on, excuse me, on physical characteristics. I do know, I'll have to look it up, but they say like wands are usually indicative of blonde hair, I don't know, I made that up, but they do say that, but the cards really are talking more about the energy. So I don't know if I'll be able to get like, eye color and all that, but I can see what their personality might be. We're going to use the Deviant Moon, and we're going to see, what can we expect? What kinds of personality traits? Will this person be a hard worker? Will this person be kind and thoughtful? Those kinds of things. We want to know, because obviously if it's going to lead to marriage, that's important to know. Okay. All righty. Let's see what we've got. All right. Okay. Ooh, okay. Nice. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Swords. We have the World. So we've got a lot of good things. These are personalities. Usually court cards indicate personalities. Exactly what we asked for. The World, especially being here on the fourth or the last one in the spot or spread. This is about, well, clearly the world, having the world. Well, you need to really, you can figure that out. But it's also like the end of a journey, completion. These are this is a major, and it's one of the more major themes. The minors, they're more about events, things that are going on. These are about major themes. So this is something of significance, coming to an end, coming to completion in a happy, joyous way, the marriage, right? So we've got that confirmed. So let's find out what we also have. We have our Queen of Wands here, and we have our King of Swords. The Queen of Wands. Now, The Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's really caring, willing to self-sacrifice, like do things for other people. The Queen of Wands is also someone who's very successful, very much a go-getter, and kind of whatever they touch just really turns to gold, doing something like that, looking out for other people. This could be you, or this could be the person you're going to marry. Let's see what else we've got. These are two personalities, though. We've got our King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords. Swords is the suit of communication, thoughts, and ideas. So this person is a good communicator. Obviously, being the king, that means he's kind of mastered everything. By the way, these are gender neutral. Obviously, the queen is a woman and the king is a man. It's gender neutral. A girl could be the King of Swords. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't let gender screw you up, guys. It doesn't matter. So the King of Swords. So this is somebody who is really going to go in. Now, oftentimes you'll see this king wearing armor, meaning he's just going to plow through and make things happen. So I'm seeing two different personality types here, which is why it makes me think that this is one of you and one is your person. We also have our Six of Wands. This is a little bit about nostalgia. This is the Six of Wands, or I'm not nostalgia, foundation. So put it all together. I'm rambling. The world is the result. Everything's going great. This is about building that foundation. This is about making things happen, starting that. These are you guys. These are you too. One of you has the tendency to be more, kind of a self-sacrificing type of person, somebody who's really got a lot of passion, action, fire, someone who's got a lot of heat. And then this person, this is our King of Swords. This is someone who's a little bit of a stubborn person, someone who's a little bit judgmental sometimes. And remember, I said like wearing armor and stuff, so tends to be a leader, tends to want to kind of do things their way and win. So I'm seeing a foundation going. I'm seeing it working out very well, but I'm seeing really kind of two polar opposite people in terms of the way I'm describing it, meaning self-sacrificing. But then we've got, our King of Swords over here who's like stubborn, doesn't want to do things, Of course, if this personality is a jerk or mean or abusive, that's not okay, obviously. However, you know what? That might be a really nice blend too. Do you remember, if you were listening, it was a few readings ago, but we were talking about the whole picture and having the whole, your positive qualities and your person's positive qualities can offset this person's negative qualities and so forth, making you two mesh. So, that's what we want to do. We want to bring out the best in our person. We want them to bring out the best of us in us. And we want to pick them up and help them when they fall or where they're lacking. We want to help fill that void, and they do the same for us. So maybe self-sacrificing here needs to have a little tougher skin and not be extending themselves so much. This person will say, hey, you know what? Keep it together. That's not what we're going to do. Do you see what I'm saying? So looking good. Now, maybe, Tanya, you can see which one is you just by those descriptions. Do you maybe know? I'm going to scroll to the bottom. I'm going to see if you might know. You're a Leo. Okay, awesome. Asking Andrew. I think you're talking to somebody else. That's not me. Anyway, one of these is you. One of these is you. And one is your person. And this is the foundation. And this is getting it done. Nice. Nice. You probably can see which one of those it sounds more like you. I'm sure you can. But those are definitely two personalities. So that's what the cards are showing me. Well, good luck. That sounds exciting. I always feel like my husband, he's such a laid back, go with the flow kind of guy. And I'm super uptight and moody and so you'd think like, we wouldn't want to be together. But no, he counterbalances me when I'm a little too uptight. And I lift him up when he's a little too not caring enough, I'm like, yeah, we need to care about that. And then other times he's like, you don't need to worry. So we balance. Very nice relationship that way. Okay, So we got another donation. Thank you so much. And this donation is from initials RF on PayPal. So let me find, I'm going to look up Kate Robinson. I'm assuming that is you. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's find out what your question is. Is MA ready to reconcile or communicate now? And my initials are RF. Thank you, because you answered my question. And that is the best thing to do. You guys are helping me out too. We're going to use our brand new Steampunk Tarot. Oh yeah, Barbara Moore deck. I love Barbara Moore decks. All of them are really good. All right, so MA, are you ready to reconcile or communicate now with RF? Kate Robinson. Whoops. Are we looking at a reconciliation or communication now? We want to know. Okay, let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah, they smell new too, like a new book, you know, when you open it up. I love reading. I haven't read in a while right now because I've been so focused on this and growing the channel and whatnot. But my favorite author, her name is Bambi Harris. She's on here on YouTube. If you want to look her up, she's got trailers for all of her books. But mysteries, paranormal, supernatural, and they're all period pieces, like a vintage kind of feel, like the 50s, the 1800s. Super cool. Check her out. Okay. So, is MA ready to reconcile or communicate now? All right. Well, right now I'm seeing here with the Three of Swords, this is telling me that things are still going to be taking a while. You know, we've got our Three of Swords, but obviously this is kind of like a heartbreak kind of thing, or heartache. It's also about loss. It's about jealousy. We have our Ten of Pentacles here, which does show that happy home. It does show that success. It does show that completion. But something's holding it up still. Maybe have you guys not worked through everything? If you're saying ready to reconcile or communicate, I'm assuming that means no, you have not. But this is what, you know, this is what's holding it up. This is what's holding that up. See, it's keeping it away. So whatever it is still hanging on. We have our Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands, this is always about somebody who's ready to take an adventure, you know, just ready to jump in, ready to try it out. So I feel like basing it on common sense off of you're the one asking the question, this might be you ready to say, all right, let's get this going. Let's fix this, you know. However, our Three of Cups, what this is telling me is there's still some time here that you guys need to work on some things. It's going to take some time because, well, there's multiple people in this deck. They are showing me that it's a social interaction kind of thing. So what this is telling me is your ex, or your, well, not ex, MA, is potentially getting some advice from people, getting the courage, finding out what to do, trying to figure it out. So I think MA is talking to some people, still feeling upset. I think that the potential is still there for that happiness, and I think you're just ready to jump in. I want to get an endgame card, though, because that's not super clear as to, you know, when or anything like that. It's just telling me that it's not ready yet. So I want to get an endgame card and see if we can get a feel for a little better idea of, well, what's going on with that? What can we do? Nine of Cups. Have you invited MA over to see you or to talk, or have you reached out, or are you, you know, it might be one of those situations where you feel like, you know what, I always reach out, or I'm always the one that tries to fix it. I'm always the one. Well, that's what the card is showing me, regardless of which is true or not. I don't know. Maybe you have tried this a bazillion times and you're just frustrated. But this is saying that it's looking like, you know what, not ready yet. Not ready yet. Talking to some friends. You might be ready. But you know what? It's still waiting for a connection. Waiting for a connection. This also could be the friends that MA is kind of trying to talk with. I mean, look at this card, the Nine of Cups. It's like at a bar, having a drink, having fun. Maybe MA is too busy now, just doing his or her own thing, you know. Yeah, yeah. I'm not seeing it happening right now, honey. I'm sorry. I'm not, and I don't know if this is going out with friends or if it's suggesting you might want to reach out. It could be either way. And I get the feeling, though, that you are the one who tries to fix things. Is that true? Let's go to the bottom. Let's see. Oh, I don't see. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have to confirm. I just was curious. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what the cards are showing me. So good luck with that. Think about potentially reaching out, or maybe you just have to wait a little longer. Maybe he or she is out with friends and, trying to get that all together. Good luck, honey. All righty, we have another donation. This is from Seba. Thank you so much for your donation, dear. All righty. What's the Leo's current feelings toward me? Thank you, MPT. You are so welcome, Seba. All right, so let us get the Crow's Tarot. The Crow Tarot. Beautiful. What are Leo's current feelings toward Seba? What are the Leo's current feelings toward Seba? Okay, let's find out. Give it another shuffle. Current feelings. Whoa. Current feelings toward Seba. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I shuffle like a boss. Sometimes I'm like, and then other times I can't even hold on to them. It's like I don't even have thumbs. It's like, okay, let's see what we've got for Seba. Aren't these pretty? I really love these. They're so beautiful. The artwork is nice. I'm not a fan of borders, but other than that, I love them. Right. So what are the Leo's current feelings? Well, I'm seeing some feelings. All right. Something here is going on. Creating that feeling, excuse me, of love. We've got our Two of Cups. Cups is a suit of love and emotions. Twos, partnership, coming together, harmony, awesome. Magician right next to it. Create this. It is going to be created. This is the spark has been planted. The seed has been planted. There are true feelings there. True feelings there. It has been planted. So where's it going to go? You've got to get it to that next level. So we've got our Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is about resting. It's about reflecting and trying to decide your next move. The Queen of Pentacles on our other side. If you remember, I talk about this quite a bit. Our Queen of Pentacles, she's a great planner. She plans it out. It's all great, but doesn't like to follow through. So I'm seeing that this is still being kind of kept away. I'm thinking that the Leo is just maybe not knowing quite how to do it, thinking about what to do, maybe getting a good plan, but not knowing how to quite implement it. And by plan, I don't mean like they're going to whip out their notebook and write a little plan, but I mean, do I call? Do I text? Do I say this on social media? Do I ask for a date? Do I run into, do you see what I'm saying? Where's it going to go? So I'm wondering if Leo is just a little bit stuck, not knowing what to do. Our Queen of Pentacles. This is also somebody who is very practical. She's Pentacles. So she's the suit of daily life, money, work, those kinds of things. Very practical. So I'm feeling like Leo is very reserved. Is Leo a very reserved person? I really feel like it's not hesitation, like, oh, I don't know if I want this, or somebody being unsure. It's just about hesitation. And I get the feeling it's hesitating because not knowing how to do it. I feel like your Leo is just, maybe is your Leo shy? Is your Leo kind of an introvert? Has your Leo just come out of a bad relationship and doesn't want to repeat that? Not sure, but wow, yeah. Creating this, the Magician is going to throw those seeds out and make this grow. So yeah, looking good. Looking really good, Seba. Woo, that's a good one. Good luck with that. I'm wondering if your Leo is a kind of a shy person or reserved person, I guess. Not sure, but maybe you could clarify. All of the above. He is shy. I thought so. Okay. So again, it looks good. It's just that shyness or that fear or whatever, introversion is kind of making it take a little longer. And all right, my friends, that was our last donation. I don't have anything else in the queue, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show. I want to thank all of you for being here. I'd like to thank those of you who donated and bumped your questions to priority. I've had a great time reading for all of you. Please come back and see me tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central, as I am here every day for an hour doing readings and enjoying all of you. Thank you so much. If you have not already, please hit subscribe before you head out. I remember I was going to ask about some things and I was going to put it to a vote. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll just do that tomorrow. So anyway, thank you to the Night Reader Tarot for moderating. I don't know if I didn't see any other moderators. I don't want to leave anybody out, but thank you so much for your help. You guys, I'm sure you know who the Night Reader Tarot is in my chat. You see him, you're talking with him. You need to come hear him in action. He has a show called Tarot Days and Nights. It's on at 11:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern. So you can catch his show right before mine, and you'll see me in his chat. So we'll talk. So it'll be fun. Anyway, thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.